My name's Nicole. I am 47 years young, turning 48 this year. I am a mother of a wonderful little girl. She's 8. I am married. I have a very busy life, as I'm sure many of you do. A very busy career. Doing the whole, Bay Street go 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 thing. My daughter's very active in many extracurricular things. So, I have a very, very busy life, and I have for, over 20 years. But the problem with that is, it's really taken a toll, I'd say, on my health. I would look in the mirror and just be disgusted and not want to look. And that means now for me, it's like I don't want to socialize anymore. I don't want to really go out too much, so it's just really had a really horrible impact, if I sit and think about it, on all areas of my life, So I know these people, right? So it's not just somebody on a screen doing a workout. It's like they're doing it with you. It's like, oh yeah, that's my coach. Like, we're doing it together, right? So for me, I think like that's kind of been the difference. And again, like one of the main reasons I joined R3 at this point, as I said, I've tried so many different things. Dr. B, you guys know, like everybody knows how to lose weight. It's not rocket science. Calories in, calories out. There's all kinds of noise out there on the internet in particular, right? And TikTok and, the keto and the bulletproof and the this and the that. And it'll all work, right? But it's not going to work forever and ever and ever. And, maybe for some people, it might take them the 20 years it took me to figure that out. But one of the things with R3 that I'm really enjoying is the fact that it is not actually about weight loss. Like, it is, certainly you will lose weight, but the focus is more on education, really, and getting people to change their habits and get into new healthy habits. Like, that's step one. And once you master that, then the rest follows. I don't know where to start because there's just so much out there. This will help you focus and train you first on changing your mindset and building those healthy habits. And then again, the rest will follow, right? Like, you have to first get yourself into the mindset of like, it's, the food, like, just, it's about, wanting to get up every day and working out and making a decision every time you put something on your plate or you open your fridge to take the right things out. It's getting into that habit, because then once you've mastered that, you can basically actually start to see the effects, because you're just making smarter choices and it becomes easier. It's not so much of a chore, right? Because nobody wants. The problem with programs sometimes is it feels like a chore. It feels like work. It's like you do it because you want a certain result, but you can't. It's not sustainable. And so I was so focused on measuring my success by that scale. And my goal is to lose X amount of pounds by this date. And I would literally sit there and calculate, okay, so by the summer, if I do, 20 pounds a month, it's gonna, and I was so focused on it. And Crystal one day said, I want you to take that scale and I want you to throw it out or hide it somewhere where you won't, use it. And I think I did that. And I did it. And I said, okay, we were doing the little black dress challenge at the time, and I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to do my workouts. I'm going to do my best to, do my journaling and participate in the mind shift coaching and all of that, and forget about it for now. And you know what? After I think around 2 months that we were on that challenge, I finally took the scale out, and I lost 21 pounds, which is all the weight that I had gained in the 8 months or so that we were, since COVID had started. So I have a lot left to go, for sure. And yes, of course I want to lose weight, but I am treating this program for me as almost like a degree, right? Like, this isn't just like a fad thing. I'm going to try really, really hard for a couple of months and then whatever, stop or go on to the next thing. I'm really trying to treat this as I'm getting a degree in, healthy eating, healthy fitness, mindfulness. That whole mindfulness aspect is something I never really thought was that important. And you hear a lot about mindfulness now, and it's still the part that's the hardest for me, because, I have such a busy life, right? It's hard to take that time to stop and think and to prioritize yourself, but it is something that you have to learn and practice. And so it's not going to happen in a month, right? So I'm trying to think of like the end goal, right? So this is not this is not a race, it's a marathon, right? So my goal, and one of the reasons I signed up, for example, for the full year, is I want to do this slowly. I want to lose my weight slowly and in a healthy way. I want to build healthy habits so that they're not, they replace the old ones. So that's, for me, was one of the like really big benefits of joining, and sort of why I joined. There's no better time than the present. I wish that I had started R3 earlier, when COVID hit, because I just think I'd be that further along. But it is what it is, and I've learned not to self-sabotage anymore. About the past is the past. I think that right now, what I'm trying to do, and I would encourage others to do, is take advantage of the fact that we're still in this. I mean, it's a horrible situation, but I mean, working from home, if you're fortunate enough to do that, does have its advantages in terms of like a program like this, where you can prioritize working out in the morning. You have more time to prepare your meals. On the weekends too, because like I'm not going out to see friends on the weekend. And my personal thing for me is like, when we do eventually go back to work, wouldn't it be great to go back and be like this new you, right? So I'm now really trying to take advantage of this unique time that we're in, and not sort of using it as an excuse anymore to just like, be stressed out and feeling despair, because like there's nothing, we can't change the situation. So what I'm trying to do is focus on those things that I can control and change. And that's something that I've learned through R3. So, thanks to the coaches, they've been fantastic. I've never been in a situation where I can truly say that they are, inspiring and really, get to know you and are there whenever you need them. I mean, that's the other thing with the whole Facebook platform. If you do true coaching, you spend, it's like you're spending money to see somebody for an hour, like once a month or whatever the case is. With our coaches, I can shoot a messenger note to Crystal and she's going to respond. I don't know how she does this. She's going to respond like immediately. Usually, if I have a question about, the diet or, some supplement I want to try, or like a sugar alternative, like she's there all the time to answer my questions. And I've never seen any program that does that. So that's, to me, one of the main benefits. So thanks coaches, and thanks to my R3 members, who I'm starting to build some great friendships with. Again, still early days. So, I'll see you in a year.